Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be adjusting the parking brake on my 1990 Mazda Miata. So the things I've been running into this car with right now, e-brake when you pull it up just doesn't have very much tension behind it. You know, when it's all the way up as high as it'll go, it just doesn't really hold the car like it should. It barely stops it if you're moving, and you know, it just doesn't work like it should. There is adjustment on it, so I'm going to show you guys how to adjust that today. Alright everyone, so the first thing we're going to do to get started today is we're going to jack the rear of the car up and put it on jack stands, and then chalk the front wheel so it doesn't go rolling on you. So let's get that done. Okay, so car's up on jack stands, and I got blocks in front of the front tires so that way it can't roll off. So now I'm going to show you exactly how bad this parking brake adjustment is. Okay, parking brake off, and that's all the way as high as it'll go. That's all the way up, and I did that with one finger. That's all the way up, as far as that handle will go up. And coming back here to the rear tire, and nada. Just spins. And if we come over to this one is solidly locked. So it's just that side that's out of adjustment. This side looks like it's okay because I can't spin the tire with the e-brake on. Let's take the e-brake off for a moment and come back over and make sure we can spin this one. Yeah, that one's pretty okay for adjustment. So it's just this driver's side that needs adjusting. So so the next step is I'm gonna do this. You can get behind. You might be able to get behind the car to the caliper without taking your wheel off. That's up to you. But my next step is going to be taking off the lug nuts and just pulling off the wheel. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so we got the wheel off over here now. So the next step is you have your rear caliper here, and then on the back of your caliper you have, it's kind of hard to see, but you have these two bolts here. This one's for the actual bracket of the brake cable, and then there's this one here. It's a 14 mil. You want to take this one out. It's got a little copper washer on it. You want to save that washer, keep it with it. Okay, so got the bolt off with its little copper washer, and then just set that off to the side for a moment. And when you adjust this, you do want your parking brake to be off. So the e-brake handle needs to be all the way down. And then you take a 4mm Allen key, and then you stick it in that hole where that bolt just came out of, and then it goes into a little adjuster in there, and then you can tighten it clockwise, you know, like righty-tighty. You just gotta turn that a little bit till it gets snug. And see, right now I can't spin it, so that's too tight because the parking brake's not on, so you should be able to spin this. So back it off a hair. Can spin it a little bit, but still a little bit too hard. So back it off just a little bit more. And it's getting better. And just a little bit more. That's about a half turn back off so far. And I think that's about where I'm going to leave it. That seems about good. For my liking. So pull that back out, and then reinstall your bolt with its little washer. Just tighten that up good, snug it up in there. And then after you snug that bolt back up in there, then you can put your wheel back on. Okay, I got the wheel back on. As you can see, parking brake's off, and I can still spin the wheel pretty freely. I mean, obviously it does have some resistance in it, but you want some resistance in it. And then I can pull the e-brake up, and that's about as far as I can pull it up with my two fingers, as opposed to the last time, which is good. In fact, my whole hand, that's about as high as I can put it, so that's definitely a lot better. I feel a lot more comfortable with that, and that was only adjusting the one side, the driver's side here. I don't know if there's something wrong with the e-brake cable, or if there's something wrong with the caliper. I'm kind of leaning towards the cable, because this is actually the second caliper I've had on this particular wheel on the driver's rear, and the other one did it as well. I returned, actually, when I originally got this car, I went and did brakes all the way around, pads, rotors, and calipers. And then this one, I noticed it would come out of adjustment within a day. And then I also noticed the one time when I went to readjust it and took that little bolt out, there's a bunch of brake fluid that came out with it too. So I assumed it was probably leaking somewhere, so I just took it off and went and exchanged it and got a warranty. This one lasted a good bit longer than the previous one. That one's been in adjustment for about a month now, and then I just noticed it the other day that it just started getting a little bit higher, and then it went out again. So I don't know if it's something with the cable, or if it's with the caliper. I'm not really too sure, but either way, so that's how you adjust the parking brake in a 1990 Mazda Miata. And that process pretty much goes for all Miatas, at least until 97. All the NAs. I think I don't know if the NBs have the same rear caliper setup or not. But yeah, definitely at NA Miatas, that's how you adjust the parking brake from the caliper perspective. There is also an adjustment actually in that e-brake boot where you can tighten the cable from there, and it looks like you can probably adjust them at there's some where that bracket was that I was telling you guys about earlier. How there's that one bolt by the bolt you're supposed to take out, and how it holds that bracket for the cable. It looks like there might be an adjustment on there as well. So maybe I might have to play with that one day, and if I do, I'll surely make a video about that too, and so that way you guys can see my experiences with it. But yeah,